What a mark. He knows he's on camera, so he's over-egging it. I love this cheesy opening.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Baltimore Arena for the Great American Bash. Ladies and gentlemen, the first contest of the Great American Bash, a special scaffold match. The Sky.
Oh, fucking hell. Here we go. We're starting it out with a banger.
Or secondly, by knocking a member of the rival team 20 feet down to the mat. Introducing team number
Fucking
one,
hell.
first from Motown. He weighs 403 pounds. The Rapmaster, and blue. His tag team partner, Alabama. 233 pounds. Beautiful. Beautiful Bobby and Media News comprise one team. Now let's go back to Gary Capetta and the introduction of our second duo. And ladies and gentlemen,
Oh, Lady Blossom.
he is from Hollywood, California. He weighs 253 pounds, accompanied by Lady Blossom, the WCW World Television Champion, Stunning Steve Austin. His tag team partner from Vero Beach, Florida, 236 pounds, the computerized man of the 1990s, Chris Taylor. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Jim Ross and Tony Schiavone here to call the action. Thanks very much for being with us. Wherever you may be watching this live broadcast on pay-per-view television. And Tony, this is a very unique matchup, to say the least. It sure is, Jim. First of all, let me say, great to be working with you once again. We have a great crowd on hand here in Baltimore. And I wonder, as you take a look at Stunning Steve Austin, why the World Television...
Unique. JR's code word for completely shit. Bonkers. In a terrible way. I can't believe the face team. What a random pairing. Well, PM News is going to kill himself if he sort of falls off the top of there.
I'm not getting near this scaffold, I can tell you that. You know, Jim, I can remember the very first scaffold match World Championship Wrestling had many years ago. I, for our video cassette, had to go up and do an open from on top. And it looks very high right there, but it even looks more so when you stand up there. And it's apparent that the Rapmaster was very brave. He walked right out to the center. It shows that no one the size of the Rapmaster has ever competed in World Championship Wrestling in a scaffold match. 403.5 pounds. Interesting rules that not only do you have to throw your opponents off, that's one way, and the other one is to capture the flag on either end. See the red flags on either end there. News and beautiful Bobby have already made their way up and are prepared for the bell to sound. Austin and Taylor coming up very carefully, and I cannot blame them whatsoever. Here we go. Is that what you think? No, sir, it certainly is not. And the bell has sounded. And it looks as if, and not surprisingly, the beautiful Bobby will start out for his team. Now look at the area they have to wrestle on. It's about the width of PN News' shoulders. And beautiful Bobby, who has got a lot of courage. And Terrence Taylor, again, let me remind you, ladies and gentlemen, that's a small rampway they're going to engage in hand-to-hand combat on. Well, he changed off now, so Austin's going to go out there.
What a terrible idea this match is.
Bobby certainly would gain a certain measure of revenge against the World Television Champion, Stunning Steve, because it was Stunning Steve who upset beautiful Bobby for the television championship. Very unique event to kick off the Great American Bash here on pay-per-view. Don't let you see it, Joe. They haven't touched each other at all. They're just trying to find their balance right now. But it appears early on that the only man with good balance is beautiful Bobby. And again, as we pointed out in the beginning of the game, man with any experience up there. And making some contact, Stunning Steve with the right hand. They are near beautiful Bobby's rest area, so to speak. Beautiful Bobby with the kick there, takes it down. Now that's a hardwood floor. No canvas, no give, and Austin almost off now. Taylor trying to help his partner. PN News may be the smartest guy in the match. He's standing home base. They're right there. You can almost call PN News a goalie here because, like football, you got to cross the goal line if you're Steve to get the flag. As long as 403 pounders standing there, you probably won't be able to get it. That's an excellent analogy, and that big man would certainly be a tremendous goalie. And I think that's going to be a very good strategy, if indeed that is their strategy. But you got to give the credit now because Bobby's backing up. So Stunning Steve is doing the right thing, even though it's something changed the lead. Uh-oh. Well, now PN News getting beautiful Bobby there at home base. And the 400-pounder coming on the scaffold. Tremendous crowd on hand, as you can see, here in Baltimore, which is really a tradition here in the summer. The return to Baltimore for the Great American Bash. Terrence Taylor now will attempt to maneuver PN News. Showing his strength that time. You better leave that alone. Remember, to win the match, you must remove your opponent from the scaffold or capture his flag.
Capture his flag.
There'll be no pinfalls in this.
Thanks for reminding me, JR, because I have no idea what the fuck is going on.
We'll take one of the flying Olympics to referee this match at night on the surface. PN News right on the edge of the scaffold. Now he steps back, and we're going to have a lot of noise, and we're going to have there's Lady Blossom. She's obviously
Yeah, even Lady Blossom's horrified at being a part of this match.
using his weight.
Even she knows it sucks.
Terrence Taylor and beautiful Bobby now on the other side. Well, where PN News goes, the scaffolding shakes a little bit. They're really behind beautiful Bobby. Look at him and listen to him. Some sort of takedown for Stunning Steve as we check in on Terrence Taylor and beautiful Bobby. Well, the Rapmaster doing the right thing. Just lay right there. Like a big turtle in the back of his shell. You can't move him. You can't go anywhere. 403 pounds. Stay right where you are, fella. If he can't hold on, we know where he's going. Get straight down. And he is trying to position himself this may not be as good as far as traction is concerned, but it really helps the skin a lot.
Oh dear.
Way up in the air are these.
Tony's doing his best to make this crap sound interesting.
They're all 4 men out there in jeopardy. I can guarantee you that. Just one slight miscue and you're gone. Bobby's got it. He's got their flag. Now he's got to go back to the other end. Beautiful Bobby has the flag. And there he goes. Beautiful Bobby.
Fuck off.
The team of Beautiful Bobby. Poor Stunning Steve's going. Maybe Lady Lawson. Well, she's handing him something. Wait a second. He has something in his hand, his right hand. Bobby using the flag as a weapon. Wait, it's like hairspray in the eyes. Now, that's not a good place to be blinded, I can assure you that.
Well, it's not hairspray. How the fuck did he keep it in his hand if it's hairspray?
And PN News took a big dose of whatever.
Unless he had a can of it. Looks more like powder, but okay.
Scary feeling. And he's Stunning Steve through the
Oh, okay.
that aerosol can back down.
What the
Lady
fuck?
Blossom.
Well, I guess that's why you have a female valet.
PN News and Beautiful Bobby.
What? What the fuck? What a shit show that finish was. Flattest finish ever.
Well, the action continuing there in the ring, but there you see the winners. Beautiful Bobby and PN News in this very unusual match. Taylor and Stunning Steve coming back in the ring once again. And ladies and gentlemen, this is our first event here on the Great American Bash pay-per-view. Tremendous crowd on hand for this annual summertime event. It's going to be a tremendous night. We have 10 more great matches. Of course, ladies and gentlemen, we are anticipating a classic matchup between Lex Luger and Barry Windham for the World Championship. And hello again, everyone. Jim Ross and Tony Schiavone here in the Baltimore Arena. And Tony, so much controversy has come the way of WCW since July 1st surrounding the World's Heavyweight Championship. We know that Nature Boy Ric Flair no longer considered the WCW World's Heavyweight Champion, but we've had some recent developments. As a matter of fact, before we went on the air, we heard a very interesting announcement. The announcement was made before we went on the air, and as you know, the world title was considered vacant. But since that time, WCW has attempted to reinstate Nature Boy Ric Flair with another offer, but he has turned them down. So, you know, this is our 7th Great American Bash, Jim. But for WCW, this is number 1. This turns a new page, begins a new era for World Championship Wrestling. We'll see a new world champion here tonight. We certainly will, and it will be inside the steel cage.
What was Tony thinking with that hairstyle? Dyeing it like almost bleach blonde. That is scary. It's too close to like the colour of his skin.
We're going to be in a cage, mixed tag team action. Paulie Dangerously, you've got yourself into a situation with Missy Hyland's culminating here in a cage. Not the most dangerous situation in your life, and a lot of people aren't sure how you're going to come out of it. As this man always says, there's always a bottom line. Missy Hyatt, the bottom champions that you're seeing behind Jason Hervey's back. I've made a phone call that guarantees you're through United World Championship Wrestling. And for you, Rick Steiner, yeah, you can break me in half. And yes, if there was anybody else with me, you shut me up for good. If there was anybody else with me, it'd be over for Paulie dangerously. Except one thing, Rick Steiner, you will never lay your hands on me in your life because my partner is the enforcer. Ladies and gentlemen, Double A.I. Anderson! How about it, Art Anderson? Steiner, if you had things your way, it would be to knock me out and then have your way with Paulie. Wrong? If you lock us in a cage, if you treat us like criminals, then we're going to commit a criminal act. Not jaywalking, not petty theft. It's going to be aggravated assault on you, Steiner. The indestructibility of the Steiners went away when Scotty put that arm in a cast. So now, tonight, you lock us up under criminal circumstances. That's what we'll be. You want to give us a license to steal we're going to do it. Missy Hines, you stick your head through the ropes, I'll make a real woman out of you. Well, you heard it. No lack of confidence on the part of Art Anderson.
Strong stuff.
Back to you guys.
Strong stuff.
All right, Eric, thanks very much. And Tony, as we said, we are looking forward to the
Little dig at Missy's attempt at a Hollywood career.
Luger number 1, Luger, the United States heavyweight champion. I'm sure many of the fans remember that Lex Luger and Barry Windham were once tag team partners, and very successfully they were the world tag team champions at one time. Many people have said Lex Luger now has to prepare for Barry Windham, but Lex Luger was preparing to be the world heavyweight champion. We said it so many times on Nationwide TV that Lex Luger has been more focused than we've ever seen, and we had a chance to see him briefly in the back dressing room area. I think Lex Luger is really prepared, but I know, and you know, the type of athlete Barry Windham is. It should be a classic matchup. Should be a great matchup. Both men have had equal time to prepare for each other. And again, this situation inside a steel cage, you have a distinct advantage for either man because it's in the cage. Well, one would think that would give Lex Luger the advantage of being in the cage. He's been there a world title match before, but I really don't think it comes into play here. I think you're going to see the best athlete at this particular time win the match. Another exciting event that we'll see a little bit later tonight. We have 10 more great matches scheduled. Will be a Russian chain match. Nikita Koloff, to the best of our knowledge, has never lost a Russian chain match. He will be joined at the wrist by the 10-foot chain with the Stinger here in the Baltimore Arena. The object of the match is not to pin your opponent. It is to touch all four.
God, this is really sucking the pace of the pay-per-view out. Why didn't they do all this before the first match?
That maybe that Sting would prevail, but in a Russian chain match, wrestling skills usually don't pan out. It's the brawler that wins, and that's why that Nikita Koloff is the favorite in this Russian chain match. Another big matchup, and we mean big, literally, is the 7-foot, 450-pound Elegante, who will be challenged by the 400-plus-pound one-man gang. Perhaps the deciding element will be the maniacal
fucking hell, I forgot about that match.
We also understand that 7'7" Elegante has a big surprise for Kevin Sullivan and the one-man gang. Here in the Great American Bash tonight, we look forward to seeing what that is. But you know, El Gigante has come a long way in a short period of time in World Championship Wrestling. He's improving his wrestling ability. He's also improving his English. We had a good conversation with him a little bit earlier today. Now we have another matchup I'm very interested in seeing. I saw these guys at the apex of their tag team careers. At one time, they were considered one of the greatest tag teams ever in WCW. I'm speaking of the Rock and Roll Express. It will be Richard Morton representing the York Foundation against his former partner, Robert Gibson. What do you think about that? I give it to Richard Morton because he's a member of the York Foundation. It should be a great match, though. It'll be a great night, ladies and gentlemen, exclusively here on pay-per-view. Now let's go back to Gary Michael Capetta. Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest of the Great American Bash is set for one fall. Introducing first, accompanied by the chairman of the board of the Diamond Exchange, Diamond Dallas Page. He weighs 298 pounds.
Diamond Stud with DDP. Do 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 do.
One more impressive new wrestling has a great deal of potential.
DDP looks like Timmy Mallet here.
Jimmy, he has one of the greatest new moves we've seen in a long time. It's called the DDD. It stands for Diamond Death Drop. It's really been awesome. It's propelled into the rankings of World Championship Wrestling, and we are seeing things from the Diamond Stud. That's right, Diamond Dallas Page. Win every woman's dream. At 6'7", 298 pounds of twisted steel and sex appeal, nothing in this Diamond Stud. Hey, Ducky, where's that girl? Come on up here, baby. We just pulled a girl right out of the crowd. That's right. There's a search across the country and around the world. Come on in here, Toots. Climb right in here.
Toots.
There's a search for the perfect studette to be the woman who will
Studette.
strip this hunk of a man, hunk of stereo.
This is fucking dire.
I reach in.
Look at what they're wearing. The outfits are terrible. The staging is terrible.
On three, 1, 2, 3, rip it off. Come on, man, rip it off. Hey, you were wonderful. You were marvelous, but see ya.
Fuck. I don't even know what that segment was.
Ladies and gentlemen, his opponent from Minneapolis, Minnesota, weighing 251 pounds, the Z-Man.
What is going on? The Z-Man has his own girls. But how the hell did he know Diamond Stud was going to do that?
Diamond Dallas Page made an unscheduled stop in the ring. Quite an altercation ensued. And the Z-Man up and over the top rope. Double clothesline. Out goes Diamond Dallas Page. And the Z-Man.
And this Diamond Stud don't need a manager. That's the problem.
Following the Diamond Stud in, and Tony the Z-Man not waiting to build momentum. He has caused momentum right here. Oh, Page pulled the top rope down.
So Page is his manager, and he's named the Diamond Stud, which takes the focus off the wrestler. You idiots. Way to get a guy over.
Diamond Stud, 298 pounds, coming off the apron now. You know, emotion plays such a part of professional sports. And the Z-Man was sky high emotionally coming into this matchup. And it may have backfired on him. He needs to get it back in the ring and wrestle the Diamond Stud. Try to wear him down, which is what he was trying to do. But once he walked outside, he went to a different realm.
R.I.P. these guys.
Obviously, the Diamond Stud would have a strength and power advantage. Z-Man is a great wrestler, tremendous wrestler, and we certainly would encourage him, I'm sure, as his fans are, to wrestle this big man, take him off his feet, negate that strength advantage. I think the Z-Man, as far as the cardiovascular development, would have an advantage. Therefore, he needs to run around a lot to get him worn down, but he's not able to do that. He's walking right into it. Referee Nick Patrick exercising his count. Referee gets the 5 in those situations. The offender will be disqualified. Z-Man gallantly trying to fight back. This Diamond Stud is such a huge, powerful man. He missed that right hand. He missed that elbow. There's a cross-body press. He may have him with the powerful Diamond Stud. Able to free himself.
These two can have a decent tussle, though, to be fair.
Diamond Stud pushes Z-Man back in the ring. Nails him with a chop. Right here, Jim, Z-Man.
I do enjoy Diamond Stud's theme. They used it later for the Barbarian.
Well, that's exactly what the Diamond Stud example of the outstanding power possessed by the Diamond Stud. Now going for an abdominal stretch, putting tremendous pressure on the lower back and on the shoulders. He got that arm half Nelson. And it's also using the rope for additional lift. You also need to remember the Z-Man coming off of an injury himself not too long ago on that arm, that right arm of his. So that arm is very, very weak. And the Stud taking advantage of, boy, Diamond Dallas Page is not showing it. Again, you see it. Another great camera shot. And this time, good officiating there by Nick Patrick. Good counter move. But the Z-Man about a half a step off. Diamond Stud able to move out of the way. Diamond Stud's attack has been very basic, very simplistic. It's been basically power move. But notice when he tries the high impact maneuvers, he'll try to go to the head of the back of the neck and set him up with a DDD. He's got it blocked. Tremendous strength again. He just grabbed Z-Man by the throat, took him off the ground, and landed it. Diamond Stud's coup de bras maneuvers. He's looking to fit him that way. There's an arrogant cover. He may get beat right here, 1-2. A near fall. Another high impact move, a clothesline this time by the Diamond Stud. And the Z-Man has got to get back on a more mobile offensive attack. And he's not been able to at all during this match. It started early, but when he walked outside, it completely changed the complexion of the match. Trying to get him over, but the Diamond Stud exercised a very wide base.
Crowd's dead. It's so dead.
One thing I'm surprised at here, Jeff, is that the Diamond Stud taking a lot of time between blows, enabling the Z-Man to get up. Karate kick off the Diamond Stud either in the jaw, and here comes the Z-Man right out after the Diamond Stud. He's back with a kick. And this time it's solid for him. Stomach first into the security regular. Z-Man wrestling a very emotional match. But I know he's having, as you said, so he can't win it fighting. He's got to wrestle the guy. And that's a great move. He may have him right there. Z-Man, the drop kick off the top, and Diamond Dallas Page with a slap off.
How did the ref not see that? What the fuck?
And now, Kev, here we go. Z-Man has Diamond Dallas up on that apron. By that hair, drags him in. He's got him by the ears. Right hand. Comeback kick. Page. The wingman from behind is a belly. The back suplex with a bridge. And the Diamond Stud's got to the Z-Man. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the match, the Diamond Stud. It was a case of power, the Diamond Stud coming through, and with the Z-Man had his attention turned the odds away. Like he did early on, or he was in trouble. Look at the power of the Stud. I guess you call that the throat slam. Picked him right up and put him down. And then when the Diamond Dallas Page got the super kick right on the noggin, well, that laid him out.
Noggin.
Z-Man's attention was elsewhere, and he paid for it, Jim. Diamond Stud using a wrestling maneuver. Belly to back suplex and a bridge to defeat the Z-Man. All right, ladies and gentlemen, now in just a few moments, Tony, we're going to be going back to the ring. It's going to be Oz, 7 feet, 325 pounds.
Oz. Here we go. Now the pay-per-view can start. It's fucking Oz.
Ron Simmons is a man who has really been moving up the rankings in the top 10 of World Championship Wrestling. One of the most professional athletes you'll ever see. He is really a stud, if I can use the term we just saw. Ron Simmons is a four-time football All-American at Florida State University. Great power, but when we talk of power, we can't turn our attention back to the very mysterious Oz. You'll have the wizard with him, we understand. And as a matter of fact, let's go back up to Gary Michael Capetta and the introduction of this event of the Great American Bash.
I was his theme tune. It's worth it alone. And his crazy entrance.
Introducing first, ladies and gentlemen, he stands 7 feet. He weighs 325 pounds. And he will be accompanied with the Great Wizard. Ladies and gentlemen, soon to be appearing is Oz.
Air guitars at the ready. Do 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 do. Bum 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 bum. Do 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 do. It's basically ripping off Another One Bites the Dust. I've only just realised this. Do 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 do. So funny how the character doesn't go with the music at all. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. It's Oz, baby. Do 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 do.
As many of you know that follow our broadcast, Ron Simmons was four-time football He finished 8th in the Heisman Trophy ballot. No defensive lineman since then has finished that high. A couple of years ago, in a very stirring ceremony in Tallahassee, they retired Simmons' jersey. I remember when Oklahoma University was prepared to play Florida State in the Orange Bowl. Those very switchers said, "We think we've got a great game plan if we can block Ron Simmons." And it was a 18-17 victory for Oklahoma, but it could have gone either way. And Simmons would have a phenomenal game. Let's see if he can rise to the occasion here, because I really believe that Ron Simmons has the potential and the athletic skill.
Well, there's no way Oz is going over, because they're about to push Simmons into the main event. So the entrance is going to be as good as it gets for Oz. The Great Wizard, most underwhelming manager in history.
guess both these guys, Tony, the bench press in the 500-pound range. That's true, Jim, but we talk so much about upper body strength because we can see it. Let's talk about leg strength. About doing squats. These guys really have powerful legs, and that is so important in this sport. We talk about body strength. Or even when you get a good vertical base for a side headlock, it takes good leg strength to really clamp it on. Obviously, Oz at 7 feet tall has a leverage advantage in this event. We were down in Tallahassee not too long ago, and most people there dearly love this athlete, Ron Simmons, Warner Robbins. Seeing them going down off their feet, but both men up very quickly. Ron needs to get focused right now. He can't worry about the hair pulls because that's going to happen. It's going to happen a lot apparently in this match. He has to worry about winning the match. Get into a verbal war here. Both men ramming together. Pretty good impact right there from those two big guys. Simmons outweighed about 50 pounds. And Oz catching Ron with a foot right to the face. And Oz, I'm just guessing, but I'm not Al Bundy. I don't work in a shoe store. It looks like he wears about a size 17 or 18 shoe. Big ball block. Down goes Ron Simmons. Well, he's been knocked down before. Ron Simmons has gone up against some offensive linemen in his day who were much bigger than he was. He had to use his head, and he did just that. Good drop toe by Ron Simmons, getting his bigger opponent off his feet. Simmons now poised. He measures him here. And you notice now the slight lift to the left leg of Oz as he raked the eyes, again attempting to gain an advantage. Great right hands, very simplistic.
Already a painful watch, and I'm not even an hour into it. I love how when fans shout boring, they always sound drunk. And it's always like the one guy. Oh, that clothesline looked good though. It's like everyone else is nodding off, so they're too tired to shout boring. They can't even muster the strength.
You can almost tell Oz's spirit may be affected a little bit because he didn't step over the top rope that time. He stepped between the ropes. Therefore, the cockiness and the confidence and the concentration may be waning right here. This is a huge man. He wants to test his strength. Well, Ron Simmons.
The classic test of strength. Fuck him up, Rom. Fuck him up. Fuck him up, Rom. Fuck him up.
Simmons was not the most highly recruited athlete coming out of high school. He did get a full ride at Florida State, but it was long before their glory days that they're in now. They're predicted to be the number one team in the nation in preseason. But he worked hard and he overcame a lot of obstacles.
Nice.
That's a good wrestling move. Simmons the Irish whip. And he went for a drop kick, which is obviously a high-risk move. Somewhat uncharacteristic of Ron, and now Oz in the clothesline regains the momentum. He regains the momentum, Jim, but still notice how he looked to the fans on the circle around the ring. You give Ron Simmons this opportunity to get a second win or maybe a third win, and you're in trouble. now using nothing but brute strength. Those double accent of blows to the lower back of Simmons. Knee to the back now. Set Simmons up, side slam and a lateral press. It could be all, but Simmons will not quit. He kicks out.
First time I'm watching this all the way through for my sins.
And the Wizard with a kick to the ribs. Very well placed. Picked his spot, didn't he? It was the first time I saw the Wizard move. I thought maybe he was frozen over there in the corner. And he's right back to where he was. Simmons now up and over. Trying to get Oz down. Look at the wide base Oz has. May not be able to do it, and he can. There again is a great example, as Tony was mentioning earlier, of leg strength. And Oz obviously possesses a great deal of leg strength. Now has drawn up in the barrel hug. Working on the lower back. He's been working on the lower back off and on for the past few minutes. And this time, Simmons executed
Nice agility there. Go on, break his legs. That should do it. The All-American Ron Simmons. Do 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 do. Ding 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 ding. Bum 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 bum. Whoosh. Popped it.
One of the great matchups, and I really think it's going to be a tremendous matchup in just a few moments, will be between two former partners, two guys who are like brothers, Richard Morton.
The pace really sucks. Why do they have to go back to the commentators after every match? Just kill them with the matches. Get them out of the way.
We're going to see that matchup in just a few moments, but right now we'd like to show you this week's WCW Top 10.
On a pay-per-view. There's a top 10 countdown on a fucking pay-per-view. What a shit show.
The number 10 man, Johnny B. Bad from Macon. He is preceded by the number 9 man, former All-American for Warner Robins, Georgia, Ron Simmons. The number 8 man this week, the Diamond Stud out of Tampa, Florida. Up 1
Oh yeah, he was ripping it up earlier. How the fuck is El Gigante number 7?
World Television Champion Stunning Steve Austin is the number 4 this week. The number 3 man in the top 10. Former World Champion.
Ooh, Sting makes the top 3.
Top 10 from Sweetwater, Barry Windham. And the number 1 man, the U.S. Heavyweight Champion, the total package, Lex Luger. And the World
The top 4 actually makes sense. The rest of the list is a little baffling. Do, 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 do.
Robert Gibson making his way to the ring. I want to remind everyone that
Do
Eric
you?
Bischoff will be featuring in the Missy Hyatt's locker room to interview her before her big mixed gender match a little bit later tonight. Glad to have Eric on our team, and now let's go back to Gary Michael. And ladies and gentlemen, his opponent, he is accompanied by the executive director of the York Foundation Alex and Troy York from Nashville, Tennessee, weighing 208 pounds, Richard
Morton.
Well, Tony,
I'm good. I'll defend the York Foundation gimmick to my grave. I think it's good. I stand by it. Richard Morton is a bad fit, though.
And they're fighting right here, right out on the rampway. Wow. You know, knew this would happen. It's not even a wrestling match. It's personal. It's a fight between these two. Gordon and Gibson now finally going toward the ring. Gibson in. These guys are one-time World Tag Team Champions. As a matter of fact, they won on 4 occasions. And Robert Gibson has so much to revenge on his mind, so many major scores to settle with that man. You know, Jim, I can only think back to 1985. It was in July in a small town called Shelby, North Carolina. We had a national television taping. We had never heard of Ricky and Robert, and they were going after the World Tag Team title against Ivan Koloff and Crusher Khrushchev. They won that match. Instant sensations. Their trademark has been the bandanas that both men are wearing right now. Right hands of Tony Hunter the quite well before 1985, and they're a tremendous team and always have been. But those days are long gone. Up and over comes Richard Morton, and he is nice reversal there with the Irish whip. You're talking about two guys knowing each other's every move. I mean, these guys traveled together for years. They were really like brothers. I don't know of any team that I've ever been around with WCW that has ever had a relationship, perhaps other than the Steiner brothers, as Ricky Morton and Robert Gibson. Talking about knowing every move, there was a case right there. Ricky Morton reversed the move, and then he had a move of his own. Robert just scooped him up and slammed him down. Ricky really is dependent on the computer, which is really uncharacteristic of Ricky Morton. On June 12th at the Clash of Champions, Ricky Morton officially became a member of Alexander York's York Foundation. Robert Gibson came to the ring to try to basically touch some sense as he saw it into his partner. And for his trouble, he was sucker punched and pile driven. And this is the first time that these two have been in the ring together since that moment.
Coffee break time, I think.
You know, we saw the Z-Man start off very, very quickly earlier tonight with a great deal of emotion. Also, a very athlete. He felt so betrayed that Ricky, not only for Robert's sake, but Robert felt badly, more badly for the fans that had followed Rock and Roll for so long, and he didn't for himself. For so long because maybe he doesn't have a good game. He's really wasting a lot of time here. I think he's trying to frustrate Robert so well. He knows the emotional hits that the man Robert Gibson is in right now. Robert has the advantage in the corner. Referee Bill out front, they're trying to maintain a little law and order here. Good officiating there. Separating the athletes there in the corner. There's more every time that Robert starts seemingly to get into momentum mode, and Morton leaves the ring. That's got to be very, very frustrating. You see, that's why I think that, there's a couple of ways you can referee a match. Just like the referee in an NBA final. Either let them go at it, or step in between them. Bill Alfonso is making sure that cooler heads prevail. Well, I don't know. I think I'd like to see him just let them go at it. Tremendous crowd on hand here at the Baltimore Arena for this pay-per-view. We certainly appreciate you fans allowing us to come into your home once again on this pay-per-view event. Of course, the next pay-per-view in our sport will be in October, and that will be Halloween Havoc. Morton not very popular here, to say the least, with the majority of these fans here in the arena. Brothers McCall taking them up down. You and I both know the legions of fans they have everywhere. Gibson face first into the center turnbuckle. One gained the advantage by Ricky the eye. And remember, Gibson had knee surgery many months. It's He'll never give up. He's fighting back. Robert obviously favoring that leg. And it will lessen his mobility, to say the least. But he's fighting back with Richard. And again, Morton going to the leg.
This is easily the best match so far. Not that it's great, but it at least has a story behind it and two solid workers.
Well, this is one match I would have, not that long ago, I would have never dreamed Tony would be saying. And now look at Morton work on the brace and the coverage, ripping at the tights. Gibson has a very heavy brace on the right knee. And wow. And this is a vicious freaking Ricky Morton that we have not seen to date, even since he joined the York Foundation back in June. You may not like it, Jim. It may not be the most honorable thing to do, but let's face it, it's a smart game plan. It really is. It's legal to work on a leg, to one part of the body, and that's exactly what he's doing. Going to his weakest part, and he's very effective right now. You can see there moments ago that heavy brace that Gibson is wearing. And Morton working on it again. He's got a brace and a knee pad. As Bill Alfonso exercising his count, and Morton's got to be careful. If Alfonso gets to 5, he'll disqualify Richard. Spinning leg lock, and there's an inside cradle. Great counter wrestling. Robert Gibson now is really going to have to be resourceful. Overhead, step over toe hold or leg lock. A modified version, I should say. Morton's knee, or they almost like a leverage point there. Look at the break.
Hey, Omar, how's it going? The Rock. Okay. Fair play. Welcome to the stream.
And I'll tell you, quite honestly, ladies and gentlemen, after enduring major reconstructive surgery, if Gibson sustains another injury to that knee, I'm not an orthopedic surgeon, but I would say it would certainly lead to the end of his career.
Oh, yeah. Which show?
But he won't give up. And you know, that's a characteristic of the
Which show in 1980?
Gibson got him over and went for the pin, got 2 out of it.
Oh, okay, WrestleMania 3. Classic main event. Classic show of the 80s.
Look how far he is from a rope, which would be his only way to escape right now, I would think. Fans here relatively outspoken in their feelings toward Richard.
Well, I'll probably be covering that one day. I'd rather be watching that than this.
Figure 4 is not one of Morton's specialties, but he's got it locked in good enough that it may just be a matter of time, as we said. Yeah, it doesn't have to be a specialty. The only thing you have to do is execute here with a weakened knee. Notice how the left leg is right across the kneecap. And the pressure of Morton's leg forcing the foot right down on the knee of Gibson. There's Alexander York. The young lady who heads up the York Foundation. Again, Morton with the figure 4. Robert trying to turn it over, which will just reverse the pressure. But Morton is closer to the ropes than is Gibson. So if Gibson does reverse it, Morton will not be in that painful predicament, one would think, very long, unless he turns him the other way, which is what he may be doing. That's what he has to do right here. Can he raise up and rake him in the eyes?
Hey, come on.
Ropes, or can he turn it over?
Welcome.
I don't think he can turn it over. I think it has to go to the eyes of the rope. Whoa. He surprised me there. It's right up, isn't it? Robert, and now the pressure and the pain is being experienced by Richard Morton. Referee Bill Alfonso asking Morton if he wants to give it up. And Morton got to the ropes. Jim will have a cheer when he turns him over.
4 matches in, we finally get a half decent match.
Richard Morton. And that is really painful. Morton limping, but the real pain is being felt by Robert Gibson.
How are you from there?
Morton right back on the knee. He had one thing on his mind when this match started.
Another stream tomorrow, by the way. Switching over to a WWF show tomorrow.
Well, he's right. That's what it's all about. It's all about winning a wrestling match. It's all about going after one part of the body. The Hardliners will tell you that. In this case, it's a right leg.
He actually makes for quite a good cocky heel, Morton. Which shows his versatility, considering he made his name as a classic, like, babyface.
On July 14th, because he's not going to be able to get up in the air with one leg, but his right hand seemed to be pretty effective. Gives them to use the ropes to stand. Unless a man would have given it up a long time ago, I will assure you. Absolutely. Bill Alfonso continues to ask Robert Gibson, do you want to call it? Continues to say no. As long as he can prop himself up on the ropes, he's going to swing at Richard Morton. Alfonso, very experienced official, will keep an eye on the situation quite obviously, because if Gibson gets into a position that he cannot defend himself, the referee can very easily stop the match. So look at Morton again, work at the knee. Now he looks to be unbuckling the leg brace.
Oh, nasty boy, Morton. Nasty, nasty.
Use the brace that time.
That does look pretty painful. The brace right to the face. The nose.
Very thrilling matchup. Again, Gibson to the ropes, having to hold the ropes. He fights back, but he's a one-legged man right now.
A one-legged man trying to win an ass-kicking contest.
Kick again to the leg. And Morton using the rope. Referee counting. 1, 2, 3. He breaks it. Now, I thought we'd see an entirely different match. I really did, Tony. I thought it would be a catch-as-catch-can, very quick, fast-paced match.
No, it's WCW.
Because I didn't think in my wildest dreams that Morton would have this much hatred and this much animosity toward his former partner. Well, Jim, it's just like you said.
It's Richard Morton against Robert Gibson at the moment. Former tag team partners. Well, they're different promotions. That's the difference. WCW traditionally were like more of like the wrestling promotion. WWF more like the glitz glamour entertainment. Oh, the DDT look good.
But Gibson again can barely stand. He elevates Morton, but he goes down himself. He used the momentum of Ricky Morton that time. It didn't take much leg strength. Of course, he only had one leg to work on. And Ricky Morton blindly went in.
See, realism. I do appreciate that, at the least.
Oh, Robert went for a drop kick, and I don't think that was real sound strength. That was more of emotion than the common sense, Tony, at this point in the match. No, Ricky saw it coming. Uh-oh. Morton really punishing Gibson now. And quite frankly, I don't know how much longer the referee should let this one go on. I've officiated matches been a long time ago, but one of the things that the runners and the head officials will tell you to keep a close eye. When a guy can't defend himself, can't leave him in there too long. Inverted atomic drop. I know Alfonso wants to see these men settle this situation because that's what they want. Now Morton will go up top. He plants that knee in the back of the head and drives him down. But Gibson has Morton. Almost halfway across the ring. Gibson had to use the ropes for the additional leverage. And he caught him with a karate kick in the back of the head. Again, Gibson now going by instinct. Morton crawling through the ropes. He needs a rest. He needs to shake his head loose a little bit. Can you believe that Robert Gibson's going to go after him? Incredible courage here, Jim. Both men hammering each other. They both went for a drop kick. Oh, wow.
That looked good. Drop kicks at the same time. They both hit the ramp. Oh, it's computer time, baby. Laptop. Turn the lights out.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the match, representing the York Foundation, is Richard Martin. Crowd here in Baltimore not very pleased.
Early version of a laptop. Literally used as a weapon.
His knee had just tremendous pressure put on it. You know, I can only say incredible here because he had taken the knee absolutely out. One of those painful things you can do, and this was after many minutes of working on it, pull it the other way. But after the knee, after all the punishment, it came down to the real cheap shot, right on the shoulder blade. And it stunned him, knocked the breath out of him, and that was it. Richard Morton stole this one away. And still to come, a tag team elimination match. Dustin Rhodes and the Young Pistols are standing by in the locker room area with our colleague Eric Bischoff. Moments away, six-man tag team elimination action. It'll feature the Young Pistols along with Dustin Rhodes. They will face up.
That set looks crap.
How about it, Tracy? You ready? You betcha, Eric. I'm going to tell you this, Freebird. You got 3 thoroughbred racehorses right here that's ready to jump down your throat. So I want you to tie them boots on real tight, because we're not coming for a wrestling match. We're coming for a fight. All right, how about it, Steve? That's right. 6-man elimination is the stipulation that Dustin Rhodes and the Young Pistols have been waiting for a long time. What that means is every time one man speaks, he's got to take a hike back to the dressing room. We get 1 gone, 2 gone, then number 3, he's out there. And look out, Fat Daddy Stink, because you're the only one left. Tell him. How about it, Dustin?
Fat Daddy Stink.
Young Pistol next to Dustin Rhodes. It's the greatest night of my professional career. And an elimination match, baby. Tonight, just a few short minutes. We're going to show you what 6-man tag team elimination is all about. And you can count on that.
Daddy.
All right, Jim and Tony, 6-man actions. They are indeed ready. Back to you guys. All right, Eric, and now let's go down to Gary Michael Capetta, the introductions. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the following contest, the tag team elimination match. Very quickly, at the end of each bowl, the losing team member will leave the ring area. The one remaining wrestler after all
Big Daddy Dink. Fucking love it.
Introducing first, accompanied by their world boss, Big Daddy Dink from Main Street, USA, and Atlanta, Georgia, the World 6-Man NWCW United States Tag Team Champions.
Bad Street NTA. Bad Street, the whole USA.
And ladies and gentlemen, their opponents, introducing first from Wyoming, Steve Tracy, the Good Pistols. Their tag team partner, he hails from Austin, Texas. He weighs 261 pounds. The natural, Dustin Woods. Six-man elimination tag team event. This one will be fast-paced. You can count on it. Randy, don't call me Pee Wee Anderson, the referee for this one. And Pee Wee's going to have his hands still on him. Yeah, and also one thing about Randy Anderson, he has been one of those referees that will let them go at it. And when you got six-man elimination and you got the guys that caliber of the Freebirds and Bad Street, they will go at it. You know, we've been awfully impressed with Bad Street. Here's a guy. It's not our fault. That's right. It's not our fault. Certainly not his fault. I get it. Here's a guy who's going to use it. Was that a strategy session or anything?
Happy birthday.
Bad Street has been using the move called the 911, as they call it, which is the DDT off of the turnbuckle. It's been very effective. Big crowd here in Baltimore really getting into it. Little Tony people keep filing into the building. This place is just about jammed. It is. It is a tremendous crowd on hand. The Freebirds, boy, does Michael Hayes up to showboat or what? He's going to try to get the moonwalk back in style. Got to give him his due, Jim. He is certainly one of the most charismatic men ever in the championship wrestling. Charismatic. I think Justice wore a cup suited for two-stepping and let Hayes go on the moonwalk. That was some fun there with Hayes. Hayes starting out very quickly and very soundly. Irish whip. And the young 21-year-old kid from Austin, Texas, retaliates, good move there. Has him up, good scoop slam. Here comes Garvin, he slammed. Elbow, another elbow. Bad Street. Trying to come off the top rope, but Dustin just stepped right out of the way. Well, that was uncharacteristic of Bad Street. He really telegraphed coming out the top. He only took the big guy to take just one step back. One out of the win.
A ramble. You can hear a ramble. Quite a bit of rambling. Least favourite, that. Oh, well, that's hard as well, because there has been a lot of bad ones over the years. But you've given me an idea for a future top 10. A lot of times it's down to like presentation and gimmicks, characters, how they're pushed, really. Some wrestlers just suck no matter what, but others are made to look worse by how they're presented.
Experience advantage. Their pistols clothesline off the apron. They had their backs to the action, and that's not sound strategy. And Dustin takes Hayes and Garvin down. Young Pistols now on opposite corners. Keep your eye on them. Shoulder blocks right off the top. And the Freebirds once again fly.
This match actually isn't like too bad. It's one of the better matches.
By the third conference at the Freebirds, Bad Street and Big Daddy Deep have had here in the contest. Yeah, but they don't need a conference, and of course they know that. They need to stall for time. They need to slow it down, which is what they've been doing. giving up anything in the match, Tony, the Freebirds are speaking of is quickness, speed of the Young Pistols and Dustin Rhodes. Tracy Smothers entering the ring rather uniquely. He's a quick kid, and Jimmy Jam Garvin, another experienced veteran. Not only are the Freebirds the six-man tag team champions with Bad Street, but they're also the United States tag team champions. So the Freebirds hold 2 out of 3 of the tag team championship belts in WCW. Look at this. The amazing thing is that Tracy,
You can trust the Freebirds to put on a good show.
again, the Freebirds stalling. Then this match needs a 24-second clock. Lead to the midsection by Jimmy Jam Garvin. Takes Tracy back to the corner. And Tracy, young, good kid, but he waited. You don't give these guys the opportunity to regroup. Nice elevation by Tracy. And a drop kick, and now maybe the Pistols. Well, went for a drop kick. Garvin very adeptly stepped out of the way. Tag mate, Steve Armstrong will be the legal man. Elbow by Tracy. And Steve is the legal man in there. I think Garvin's a little confused. Hamstring slammed in. The referee should get Tracy out of the ring. Right off the top comes Steve on Bad Street. And Bad Street very disoriented.
Oh, he's on Dream Street.
This match is an elimination tag team match. And when a decision is rendered, the loser must return to the locker room, and obviously it's going to make it 3-on-2 for a while. It could conceivably be 3-on-1. You got to give Steve a lot of credit that time. He remained perched in that corner until the right turn, even though it looked like Jimmy Jam was really out of it.
How are you today, Camilla?
Until Bad Street came in, got his right target and went for it. Tag made, Jimmy Garvin in. Good leapfrog, good quickness there. H-Show's good agility as well. And this time, Bad Street pulled the rope down, and Tracy went right out over the top rope. There's Big Daddy, Dick White.
The Road Boss got a clothesline in. Nice.
And the referee was back in the ring. He's being distracted.
Gotta say, I like this heel unit.
You got 6 guys. You got a road boss. Really tough for one guy to keep the focus on the legal men in the ring. But before it's over, more than
Stacking that deck.
I don't think I've ever seen it before. I don't think I've ever seen all 3 men eliminated before the other team would go down. I think I could see when we have. Oh, gosh. Hayes with a left hand. Big time left hand. And Tracy Smothers.
Really sorry.
That is heartfelt as Jim Baker. Kick right to the head of Tracy. Said, now Bad Street, see what I'm saying about the referee? It's really tough, and I'm not picking on Randy Anderson. This is almost an impossible situation for an official to be in because the Freebirds are so darn shrewd. They didn't get those championship belts. I mean, they're great athletes, don't get me wrong, but they know what they're doing inside the square circle. Knee to the abdomen. And it looks as if they have separated Tracy from the pack, Tony. That's exactly what they've done, Jeff. They have separated and isolated Tracy. And boy, they are going to work on it. Notice when they realize they've got one man away, how they really pick up the pace. A little cocky right there, wasn't it? Extremely cocky coming in was Bad Street, Irish whip. There goes Tracy. Another nice clothesline there. Masked Man has made quite a difference in the strategy employed in the last couple of Freebirds. We saw the Bad Street for the first time back at the Super Bowl on May 19th. Sleeper hold by Hayes. a veteran, had his first professional match at 17 years of age. So he knows all about this hold. The key is that left arm. The forearm there, right on the carotid artery on the side of the neck. That's the one that's really restricting the flow of blood. And Tracy may be, well, it's one more check of the referee. He'll be back in the shower if you will. He's very, very close to being eliminated. Tremendous crowd everybody in Baltimore and their great hospitality wherever you are for watching this pay-per-view event.
Yeah, I think this and like the Sting match might be the best matches.
And now Tracy goes to the motion tone. Coming really back from that sleeper. Telling right now. Man, Tracy's a 9 out of 10. I don't know of anybody else in WCW that can devastate you to the left like Hayes. You could see that attempted clothesline coming from Tracy, and a big tip punch from Tracy to wheel around and nail it. Lateral press by Jimmy Jam Garvin on Tracy. Been a long time since Tracy has been able to tag Steve or Dustin Rhodes. Modified sleeper. Didn't really have he didn't have his left arm with it.
Yeah.
Restrict the blood. He's just basically holding him at bay here, wicking him with that reverse chin locks. Basically, that's what it is. And the way it looks on Tracy, it's really nice. Apparently, it looks like he's in it, and look at him starting to come back out on his feet. Well, I don't think it's a good hold. Dustin Rhodes and Tracy, Steve, encouraging Tracy to hang in there. Tracy really needs to make the tag here. I know that the Freebirds are going to make sure that they don't allow that to happen. Freebirds have been showing their expertise in manipulating the position of the official. I did tag that time. Good neck breaker by Bad Street.
Bad Street NTA. Of course, it's Armstrong under the hood, so he's against his younger brother, which is funny.
Tracy trying to retaliate. He's missing though. He doesn't know the effect. I don't know. That's 3 left hands. This kid's going to be. He's going to come to his senses sometime tomorrow.
Bum, 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 bum. DDT almost.
And now let's see if Tracy can make the tag. He tags in his regular partner, Steve. So it's Steve and Hayes, the legal men. Good elevation, and then a drop kick. And another drop kick right on the Bad Street. The birds' heads are cracked together. And now we got a rough relay here. Double teaming Hayes. Watch out here on the bottom now. 2 men on the outside. Double shoulder block. Bad Street in a bad way. Dustin out with Jimmy Jam Garvin. Big Daddy Dick looks a little anxious out here. They're going for the mask. Apparently so, going for the mask of Bad Street.
Oh, what a dumb move that is. Schoolboy error. Double DDT. Pull his ass down.
Ladies and gentlemen, the first eliminated from the match is Steve Armstrong. Hayes just threw Steve over the top rope. Hayes is saying he didn't. It wasn't Hayes' momentum that took his opponent over. Ladies and gentlemen, secondly eliminated, fabulous Freebird, Michael P.S. Hayes.
They're gonna rush it now. I hate when wrestling does this. You don't get any eliminations for ages, and then they rush through them.
He's got to return to the locker room as well. Well, the Freebirds had a very short-lived 3-2 advantage. Astrid in there with Tracy. Michael Hayes and Steve have been eliminated. Get the 6-man elimination tag. Astrid up on top. Double axe handle to the back of the head.
Do. Bum, 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 bum.
Well, that kept Dustin Rose isolated on the apron until now. Dustin in there with a tremendous right hand to the left and see it.
Double DDT, love it.
Oh man! And now Dustin Rose must
See you later.
What a lariat! He had on carpet. Ladies and gentlemen, both Tracy Smothers and Jimmy Jazz are been eliminated. It's that sudden and unpredictable these time matches. There's a kick to the head by Bad Street.
Yeah, the booking lets an otherwise decent match down. The pacing is all off. It's like it could have been a shorter match anyway, but then they rush through the pinfalls. It's like make the first half of the match shorter, not the second half.
Good move to follow him in the corner, not letting go. Good slam by the masked man. And again, boy, he's got good agility.
Oh, like a cat up top. Get your fat ass down. Oh. I do love that, him kicking him away. I love they're playing the Young Pistols theme, even though Dustin got the win. It's the right result, though. Dustin getting the win makes sense.
Again, as we look at this tremendous crowd here at Baltimore fans, hope you're enjoying the Great American Bash exclusively here on pay-per-view. Now, still to come, the Russian chain match with Sting versus Nikita Koloff. Remember, Koloff never lost a chain match. It is his specialty. And then the World's Heavyweight Championship will be decided right here tonight in the Baltimore Arena between Lex Luger and Barry Windham. We have now a very interesting matchup. Complex personalities with the Yellow Dog and Johnny B. Bad. Yellow Dog, the most talked about man in World Championship Wrestling. And what about Johnny B. Bad? He's a bad man. He is a bad man, he says. Jerry Michael Capetta is a bad man. He's in the ring. Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is the bounty match for the match. Introducing first, from the Kennel Club, 226 pounds, along with man's best friend, ladies and gentlemen, the Yellow Dog. And he's accompanied to the ring by
A Yellow Dog.
Yellow Dog. Many people speculate is flying. If that is the case, and he's unmasked, he's out of here, as they say in baseball. Well, that means he cannot reapply for reinstatement if, in fact, that is flying in front. Ladies and gentlemen, his opponent, the godfather of WCW, Theodore Arbone, proudly presents from Macon, Georgia. He weighs 251 pounds. Ladies and gentlemen, Johnny B. They let him come to the Great American Bash, and what does he do? But all the sign up for Johnny B. Bad. I'm only being facetious, fans. He's a very unique individual. I have had some very thought-provoking conversations with him about his outlook on wrestling. Don't be not that kind of conversation. Don't be misled by his exterior. Can't tell him, the package by its wrapping. He's a 5-time New York State Golden Glove boxing champion. He holds a victory over Razor Ruddock. Mike Tyson holds a couple of victories over Razor Ruddock. This shows you the league that Johnny B. Bad is in. He has got it done right. Let me tell you. We've seen the last not only of the Yellow Dog, but Flying Brian as well. Well, I tell you, that's what it's going to have to take. It's going to have to take
What?
a punch of it to knock him out to get it off.
Are you kidding me, WWE?
Basically turning his back on the Yellow Dog right now. We understand our colleague Eric Bischoff is getting
What the fuck? Okay.
with Missy Hyatt. She's going to be involved in a mixed gender match a little bit later in the broadcast. And Johnny B. Bad, the Godfather, wishing each other well. Referee Nick Factor's really got to keep a close eye on the fisticuffs in this one. There you go. Brian, starting out with a little insult to Johnny B. Bad. Good hip hop takeover by Johnny B. Bad. Yellow Dog.
Well, there's nothing wrong with the VHS copy I've got. No technical difficulties on that.
Let's be honest, he comes into Flying Brian's music. He has said openly that he is the #1 Flying Brian fan in the world. So yes, he does. Good hip hop takeover by the Yellow Dog. Great drop kick. Right in his face. Oh, that chop. Really thunderous. And Johnny B. Bad, who doesn't like to be touched, was not only touched, he was assaulted there. Yellow Dog, very, very smart maneuver right here, Jim. Stay in the ring. Let all antics on the outside take care of themselves. Theodore, Johnny racing there. Jim isn't me or is Teddy Long happier than he's ever been right now. To see that way, he seems to be extremely happy. He's got as we said, Johnny B. Bad's exterior is somewhat controversial. However, he has got great athletic abilities. There's no doubt about that. And he was number 10 in the latest rankings. I think that was right, yes, sir. So he moved up in a short period of time in the rankings. Yellow Dog going for a pin here. He may have Johnny B. Bad.
Something tells me he might drop out of the top 10 if he loses to the Yellow Dog, which I'm pretty sure he does. Gotta say, with Teddy Long, they get some pretty decent heat as a combo. Because really, bad as a face makes more sense than bad as a heel, but I can see it, the time period. That's why they made him a heel. I love Teddy. One of the greatest managers ever. What a legend. That was off.
Jim, that was a case of some great athletic ability. Did you see how far across he went? Incredible. Johnny B. Bad. Johnny B. Bad now has his hands on the mask. Now he goes to reverse chin lock.
Take the mask off, baby.
Along the background saying, take the mask off. Oh, he tried to get the mask and then allowed the yellow dog to drive his own head up into the jaw of Johnny B. Bad. High knee cut him in the chest, maybe in the jaw as well. That's always a prelude to a left-hand punch. Here we go. Watch his left. Went for it. Good move there. Yellow dog ducked the left. Executed a nice belly-to-back suplex. Good. Obviously, Yellow Dog's been looking at a lot of tape of Johnny B. Bad. For the chop. That one to the chest. Irish whip. Spinning karate kick by the Yellow Dog, and Johnny B. Bad now is in trouble. Crowd here sensing that the Yellow Dog may be close to pinning his flamboyant opponent, who has yet to be pinned in WCW. Elevation there in the backdrop. Yellow Dog goes up top. Crossbody press. Can he hook the leg? He's trying. There's Theodore Long in. Now that's going to cause a disqualification. He doesn't care. He wants the mask off. He wants to collect the bounty right here. Get up money. Yellow Dog.
I would have marked. I would have marked so hard if Teddy Long ripped off the mask. What a moment that would have been.
Yellow Dog in trouble, but Johnny B. Bad. Focus has turned to his manager, Theodore Long. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the match as a result of a disqualification, the Yellow Dog. Well, a disqualification here in the saga of the Yellow Dog continues. He has yet to be unmasked, but we understand that Eric Bischoff is standing by with. He's a brave man. Let's go back to Eric. Well, thanks, Jim and Tony. And I get a chance to be a part of a first here at the Great American Bash. But asked to conduct an interview with Missy Hyatt in her locker room. There goes her locker room attendant now, so we can find out if Missy Hyatt's ready for this interview or not. I hear her attendant making her way back. I'll check with her, see what.
Miss Hyatt has a card also. Could you read it to me, please? Keep a dream in your heart and follow it always. Have fun and don't get hurt. Love, Jason.
Oh, I don't know if you heard that or not. Jason heard before sending a card to Missy Hyatt prior to the match. Not at all like the character he plays on ABC's Wonder Years.
Fucking hell. What a cheap plug for the Wonder Years.
Miss Hyatt? Miss Hyatt? Well, here are things I
Just in case you didn't know the show Jason Hervey was on, or the network.
I love this job. Somebody's gonna do it, right?
This is so cringe as well.
Miss Hyatt. I want to talk to you about your match. I just want to talk to you about
Oh, comedy gold. That aged well.
When I heard they was going to have that interview, I know several guys were volunteered for it, but I think after seeing that, I did. Yeah. He gets a good assignment, seems like. He certainly does. Missy Hyatt, she's taking her pre-match shower here. She's going to be in the cage match a little bit later. Well, fans,
What's with the black hair on Missy? I forgot about that look. How does Eric still have a job after that? Oh, what the fuck is this? Lumberjack match now.
he weighs 275 pounds. Big Josh. What an entourage there, Tony. I think we feed the girls in the Northwest quite well, would you say, Jim? They certainly look like they're very, very healthy. Big Josh should be in a great mood with that entourage around. This man from the Northwoods, that axe handle in his hand.
Yeah, the presentation. Well, why does he have girls coming out with him? When has that ever been a thing with Big Josh?
276 pounds.
Oh, brother.
What is that, Smallville? I've often wondered about that. A little town in France. Very, very impressive individual. A man that has really amassed, in all seriousness, a very impressive win-loss record. Big man. And again, the Lumberjacks.
He's supposed to be with Kevin Sullivan. Where's his manager?
If either Big Josh or Blackblood decide to vacate, then they're going to be encouraged physically to return. You would think, based on his past, that this would be a match right down the alley of Big Josh, because let's face it, he is a former Lumberjack. But they got him around. Junkyard Dog is out there. You see Dustin Rhodes. I also see, I think, Dick Slater, the Hardliners out there. So we got some bad guys in that area. And boy, this guy's intimidating, isn't he? He certainly is. Big man. No one has really been able to stay with him. There's Richard Morton cheering for Blackblood.
Oh, look at that York Foundation shirt. I've got to get that.
Blackblood attacking Big Josh early in the contest. Big Josh with those logger boots on. Wearing one of his best flannel shirts here at the big pay-per-view event here in Baltimore. Wow, those right hands on Jim Rowe. What such force behind him. And Big Josh tossed outside by the masked man. And very quickly, there you see the hard note. That's not the object of the game here, fellas. You don't beat him up and then throw him back in. And outside goes Big Josh again. This is more along the lines of what you're supposed to do. Get the guy up. Don't accost him. Just put him back in the ring. We may have fireworks from the outside of the ring, as well as inside the ring. Southpaw from the Pacific Northwest. With his chops. Now forearm on Blackblood. And dropkick. take your time. He's been in a lot of lumberjack matches, barroom brawls. Wow, they're the strongest in WCW. Just hatching it out right now. Really hear the impact there from these two guys. Big Josh with a log roll. And a knee to the solar plexus. Yeah, he knocked Blackblood again. Right outside. And let's get it for Bobby. Dustin Rhodes. Got Blackblood back in there. Great cameraman doing an outstanding job. The action. Oh, they are in a war zone down there. Oh, Big Josh. That was a tremendous move there. And that may, I think it certainly will change the momentum in this lumberjack event. More camera overhead. We call the scalpel cam, where it was earlier. Big Josh's flannel shirt now being removed by his opponent, Blackblood. Double thrust right to the chest. They're allowing Big Josh to get his grip, which is not the right thing to do. And we got just so much fight going on the outside when you're inside. Look at it. Blackblood attacking Big Josh there. Blackblood is just awesome, Jim. Each and every throw hit with authority. Blackblood's got great strength. Look at this move. A suplex to the outside back in. Big Josh, look. Maybe not back roll out here on the outside. We're going to hit right here on the outside. They're going at it. They're picking sides and going.
Much more entertaining than what's happening inside.
It's still Blackblood dominating. Blackblood with a knee right to the back of the head. And he's just nailed Martin. And the fans are getting more than their money's worth here. There's a good one going outside and a good one going inside. Big Josh raised that logger's boot up just in time to drive it into the face of Blackblood. Very hard-hitting match thus far between these two. I'm surprised that Kevin Sullivan isn't here, but I think that just points to the magnitude of the importance of the one-man gang's encounter with Elegante, which is still to come here on the Great American Bash pay-per-view. Oh, he made a run for it. He really, that yell, I think, alerted Blackblood of his next move. They're fighting to get out of here. Wow, look at that building back on the inside, too. Well, the crowd here coming to the feet. They're seeing quite a melee here. Blackblood's got that axe. Now look. It's a nice drop and break to the ring. Hey, guys. Oh, Dustin Rhodes with the axe handle right to the knee. Blackblood had an injured knee. Big Josh has got an inside table. And he's got a win.
Oh, well, big win for Josh. It was basically a fluke.
What a situation here. He had action inside and outside the ring. You saw that Blackblood was going to apparently chop him. And then Dustin used the axe handle of Big Josh's. And that enabled the Big Josh now to rise to the occasion. Injured his knee apparently. And that was a very hard-fought win for Big Josh. And we had a fight, as you said, Jim, in and out of the ring. Those lumberjack matches very unpredictable. Now, fans still to come. The next showdown between the one-man gang and Elegante. As a matter of fact, that's coming up next. We still have two cage matches coming up. one of which will determine the new WCW World's Heavyweight Champion. The matchup was Sting and Nikita Koloff in the Russian chain match. But Tony Elegante, we talked about it earlier in the program. He's really improved not only his English, but his wrestling ability in the last few months.
You know, we talk so much about being focused as an athlete. I think we're going to see more focused Elegante. He is in this match for a reason. First time ever for him. He has a score to settle with somebody.
He certainly does. And our colleague Eric Bischoff is going to try to get a word in a few moments with the one-man gang and Kevin Sullivan. But right now, let's go back down to the ring and Gary Michael Capetta.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest at the Great American Bash, the Come As You Are Battle of the Giants. Introducing first is accompanied by the Diabolical Kevin Sullivan from Halsted Street, Chicago, Illinois, weighing 412 pounds. He says he is the true giant of WCW, the One-Man Gang.
They're billing this one as the Battle of the Giants, and certainly at over 400 pounds, the one-man gang fits that bill. Kevin Sullivan, I want to ask you, we've seen the incident on national television. You shaved the Giants' head. One question before this match. What are you trying to prove?
You won't ask me anything. I'll tell you everything you need to know. You see, the giant is ready to go down because the gang and myself climbed the plateau of death, swam through the river of death, went to the couple of Buddha-Dean himself, and met with the lady in the third eye.
Oh no. This is so lame.
She was outside with the banshees, and they were building the death wagon. We had taken the death wagon all the way through the river of fear, down the plateau, and it's outside, waiting. Tonight, giant, your heart and soul and head belongs to the one-man gang.
Tie down your talent.
And ladies and gentlemen, the opponent of the
Oh yeah, the kids. I forgot about the kids. Or the midgets. What the fuck is this shit?
He weighs 454 pounds, the largest athlete in the world. Now
Gante.
And the somewhat bewildered is the one-man gang. He looks like Gulliver here. Oh. Took a cheap shot at one of those little guys. They're having a little fun. I mean, they're not. Don't hurt anybody. Look at it. They're annoying him. But the action is back in the ring. One man over 400. One-man game's about to make a U-turn. He's tossed back inside by Elegante. Big clubbing right hand.
Forget it. Don't try that.
He got momentum from the ropes. He weighs over 400 and he still went down. Elegante, one of the most personal that we've ever been around. I know the fans that continue to see him during the Great American Bash Show and Tour that ends August 25th. And the time that's on, they're going to enjoy meeting this big guy. Elegante following down the one-man gang outside here. brings the big guy over.
Absolutely. It goes back to what we were talking about, how far he has come in a short period of time. Let's say he's still a young. He's very much a rookie in World Championship Wrestling, but he is certainly showing us a lot right here.
But the fans have to be patient with this big guy because he's got unlimited potential. He loves being in America. He loves wrestling for WCW. He's just going to get better and better. The veteran move there to move out of the way by the one-man gang. Now he's up on the second turnbuckle. Clothesline off the second turnbuckle by the one-man gang. Elegante does not go down. Down to one knee now. What's he got in his right hand?
Apparently, he's got something that did Kevin Sullivan give him that?
What is that?
That's a wrench.
Metal. The ring crew that puts this ring up apparently has left a ransom. Obviously, someone took it out of his tights. That is a wrench. A plumber's wrench of some sort. Someone's got in his right hand. Someone can barely reach him. He needs a ladder.
Yeah, there was no hair there to grab, thanks to Kevin Sullivan either.
One-man gang now, working on the leg.
That's right, and that is great strategy for a guy 7'7". Keep him off his feet. That's obvious. And I think he's got the wrench again.
He certainly does. In his right hand, Bill Alfonso has yet to detect that. And he's grabbing the wrench. That's a metal wrench, just like you probably got in your garage.
Hey.
Gang stomping away. Got the leg up there on the rope. Well, you're right, Tony. It is good strategy to break the big guy down and get him on the canvas. You can certainly turn a disadvantage into advantage. With the big guy on the canvas, and there's Sullivan now. He'll take a cheap shot. Oh, right in the sternum with that wrench.
You just jabbed him with it with the end of it.
From behind, the one-man gang, who's approximately 6'8", maybe 6'10", in that neighborhood, but he's well over 400 pounds. The elbow to the lower back. And El Gigante, thanks to the use of the wrench that Kevin Sullivan purveyed, is in a lot of trouble.
Fans are trying to clap and get behind El Gigante. He has great instinct, Jim. He continues to try to get to his feet each and every time, but boy, oh boy, I tell you, the one-man gang's pretty relentless here.
Oh, there's the 747. And the power of El Gigante from the 747. He pushed the one-man gang through the ropes and to the floor. That is great. Oh. The OMG is relentless.
I don't know if El Gigante can recover from that. That was all the way to the one-man gang pulling down. Look at this. He's going to go up top.
The one-man gang up on the top rope. Back up to his feet. And gang, the big slam off the top. 400 plus. Slammed off the top rope. The elbow. Irish whip. Gang. Down in the midsection. Elegante says up. Going for a suplex. He got the big guy out. He bounced him like a rubber ball. And there's the maniacal Kevin Sullivan. Up on the top.
Michael.
He's hammering. Oh. Their heads cracked together. Yang has a claw, or excuse me, the giant has a claw of Sullivan. Sullivan, he's handy.
Must be out for salt or something.
Oh, kicked him out of his face.
Telegraph that one.
With a clothesline.
How is that not a DQ, ref? Shit.
Give the big guy a lot of credit. He showed a lot of wrestling skills in this match. And when it came right down to it, it was the counter that backfired on the one-man gang. Alicante then had enough to go for the kill, so to speak. And he wasted no time, Jim. No wasted effort here. Hitting one time and wait on it. That was a great win, really got there. Tremendous win, and no doubt these two will meet again. I'm sure the great crowd here in Baltimore really enjoyed this. Well, fans, in just a few moments, we'll be going to the ring to see the Russian chain match between Sting and Nikita Koloff. Tony, as we said, this is Koloff's specialty. Sting is not experienced in these type matches. You know, I can't help but go back to the Clash of Champions when we talked about if it becomes a wrestling match, Sting more than likely is going to win. If it becomes a brawl, then you have to favor Nikita Koloff. And the Russian chain match is basically a brawl, therefore it does favor the Russian nightmare. It certainly does. And these two men pay-per-view on May 19th. We saw them tremendous. As a matter of fact, you were very close to it. Too close to it, as a matter of fact, right back in the dressing room area. And it was after a tremendous tag team encounter. There's been a lot of bad blood between both men, and it's really going to come to a head in the Nikita Koloff type match here tonight. And another interesting thing is the top 10 still has a very important bearing for both these men. They're both highly ranked in the world top 10. Here's a close look at the feud between Sting and Nikita Koloff. Who is this? That sure look like Nikita Koloff. I tell you, that look like Nikita Koloff. Oh, Sting puts his own partner out of the way. Koloff had that chain, that chain around his arm. Sting saved living from getting nailed, but Sting just got Sting's hurt badly. He's going at you, man. That's Tony. Okay, here we are. Jim McDusty with the Russian. What in the world's going on out there, Nikita? Was in the wrong place at the wrong time. That's what's going on. Oh, my God.
Number 2, from Venice Beach, California, 251 pounds. This is
Shuffle by Koloff.
Coming through the cut. Koloff attaching. Takes the chain and drills. The stinger right out there. We were set up for a great main event. And the same man tag and Koloff. Now they gave us a chance. He jumped Sting. Coming through the cut. Sting didn't even know what was in front of him. This right here gets me excited. It makes me feel good. High five, man. Yeah. I'll tell you, hey, wait a minute. Oh, that's free. Come on. Koloff.
Come on.
What in the world is going on here? As Koloff sneaking in and attacking the Stinger. Jim Ross looks at the situation and the Stinger helpless. Somebody got to get in here and control this maniac. With the chain.
Wow. What a heel. I actually can't complain too much about that build.
Allowing you to drag your opponent to each of the 4 corners in consecutive fashion. Introducing first, from Lithuania, he weighs 123 kilos, the Russian Nightmare, Nikita Koloff.
Well, these two men have seen a tremendous rivalry. Those are just a few of the illustrations of the confrontations that they have had, Tony. I think it's a good illustration. demonstration of how relentless Nikita Koloff is. When you're going to get to hear in a fight.
And ladies and gentlemen, his opponent, match from Venice Beach, California, weighing 251 pounds. This is
Sting.
Oh, what an ovation for the Stinger. Here in the Baltimore Arena, the Great American Bash. One of the most popular personalities in sports today is the Stinger. The popularity will not gain him a victory in this. This is not the most likely to succeed. It's not the most popular guy in the senior class. This is a Russian chain match. Sting, very, very intelligent coming in. We've seen him before. Just run in and attack Nikita Koloff. But he walked real coolly all the way to the ring. It's a long walk, too. He very coolly got into the ring. He's going to be very patient. He knows he's in for a fight. It's no use going with reckless abandon early on. Sting has found the Baltimore Arena very, very favorable. He had great success here last year at the Great American Bash. But can he duplicate that here this year? And remember, the chain that separates these men can be used as a weapon. They can take the slack up of those chains and hammer each other with it, just lash each other with a chain. And the pinfalls are insignificant. Submissions are insignificant. And they are eye to eye. He nailed it. He may have been a low blow there, but then he kicks right back. Dangerously close to the waistline there. And again, another one. Sting rams a Koloff. Now they're taking it outside here. Sting restricts Koloff up. It drops him on the steel security railing. Much to the delight of these thousands of fans here in the Baltimore Arena. He does it again, Tony. Sting is certainly starting this match off very quickly. And it is Koloff's specialty. You know, we often ask each other the question, why would Sting agree to a Russian chain match? I think Sting looked at it the chance to use the chain as a weapon against a man he hates. Nikita Koloff. I don't think it's the outcome of this Russian chain match is going to end the feud between these two men. It is their hatred and their animosity runs that deeply. As Sting rams the head of Koloff into the top turnbuckle. The fans counting, and you can hear the impact, and again Koloff rolls outside. Sting follows him out. Here we go. 11. 21. He's got the chain around it. Huge neck of Nikita Koloff. Trying to strike the oxygen from it. Koloff down from the You know, as much as anything else, you talk about choking the oxygen out. Some nerve, you can see some nerve damage, some body will hurt, his upper body strength all over. There's that chain. Hitting with the right hand. There's that authority. Koloff tossed back in. Sting very quickly back in. Before Koloff can get to his feet, Sting is back in with the advantage. There's one. Sting he's second. He's halfway there. Touch all four of the corners and the basically meaning the top turnbuckle, meaning the corner. And if Koloff would break this momentum here, it would be the referee's decision whether the succession's been or not. There you go. Referee just says it's over with. So now Sting left. Start over. Right. Notice how Nikita may have had a chance to touch some corners that time. He would rather go back and attack Sting a little bit more. Well, the object, obviously, you must weaken your opponent to the point that he can't defend himself. I've seen guys almost become dead weight, just get dragged to each corner. I've seen Koloff do that many times in Russian chain matches. Both these men rank very high in the top 10. There's the chain as a weapon. Right to the throat of Sting. Referee Randy Anderson
with another tough assignment. He had that wild and crazy six-man tag elimination. Now he's got this one.
You can tell that Nikita Koloff just really enjoys this. Enjoys being able to look at wrestling here or actually brawling with so much confidence. He knows he's got his Russian chain out there.
He has a great deal of confidence in this match. And rightfully so, it's not lost one. Will Sting become the first man in Koloff's career to upset the Russian Nightmare in his own game? And Koloff ran shoulder first into the steel. Sting really tough on that chain, Tony.
You know, I always thought a good strategy in a Russian chain match was just to wear down the man's legs to where he could drag him around with ease. But it seems right here he wants to go to the upper body.
Well, they may get to that, but I think as we mentioned, still much hatred between these two individuals. They both want to test the other. They want to extend the other as far as they can. But before this match is over, both men are guaranteed are going to be bruised. We're going to be able to see the visual effects of this chain being lashed on their bodies when this contest concludes. Koloff with a chain to the back, the mid-back area of Sting. Now wrapping it around his elbow. Puts it right on his Sting.
I've never seen that done before. But he had a lot of impact with that chain on that elbow drop. And still Koloff wants to hurt some more instead of going to win.
Again, Koloff with a chain. Wrapped around his elbow, dropped the elbow on Sting. He's not going for a pin because pins do not count in this match. The only way to win it is to touch all four ring corners consecutively.
See, now Randy Anderson was counting just kind of a warning here.
You're absolutely right. That's why you don't see too many Russian chain matches signed. It takes so much toll on the competitors, and it also basically makes the official helpless because the rule book is, well, as Brock Book says, disregarded for minutes of this type.
Usually an object like that, he would count the 5, and you hadn't broken the count, you'd be disqualified. Well, he could have counted to 20 that time, and he still was choking on.
Koloff has found success with that move right there. Wrapping the chain around his elbow. But this time Sting moved, and Koloff with the chain around his elbow hit the canvas. And I think he hurt something. Sting with a right hand. The popular youngster from Venice Beach, California, with the multitude of little stingers that buy those stinger t-shirts and paint their faces and love this guy. Uh-oh. Well, I think that one describes itself.
Yeah, that'll get you off your feet early.
There's a little stinger right there, as a matter of fact. Man electrifying the thousands on hand here in the Baltimore Arena. But Koloff got to give the guy credit. Right back up. He went in the eye. Very characteristic of the stinger. Koloff breaks the eyes and uses the chain again to the abdomen. One more time to the abdomen. And a snap bear. Next thing over. What's he going to do here? Now Koloff, for the first time, will attempt to touch all four ring corners. He has one. He has two. That counts.
Yes, it does. And notice how he is grabbing and pulling Sting by the collar around his wrist. Not by the chain, but by the collar. Great strategy from Nikita Koloff.
As we have said, he has been in many, many Russian chain matches. You just got to touch the top turnbuckle. Doesn't have to be with your hand, any part of your anatomy, and he's using his head, so to speak, the right way. He's one post away, one turnbuckle away. Here at the Great American Bash. But Sting fights back, and he will go down, and now we must start the sequence over again. It is back to square one, so to speak. Or back to one, if you will. Sting in the corner. He does so. Wait a minute. Well, both men touch the corner. Both men touched the corner that time, I guess. And Randy Anderson saying one for each guy. He's got both hands up. And they both got two. The referee, we're keeping our eye on the ref now. He said they both got 2 corners. Well, this is an interesting situation. I've never seen 2 men touch simultaneously. They're still fighting, and the sequence continues. Oh. Obviously a low blow.
Ouch. Right downstairs. Oh. Return the favour. I like it.
Each man is 2, and because neither one can stop momentum, it's still 2. This is a judgment call. That's like we said, when Anderson made the judgment call, when Hayes threw his opponent over the top rope in the 6th man. It's like pass interference. Well, Anderson, in his judgment, has got both men touching 2 corners. And they both touch 3.
Oh, I like it. The race is on.
Well, this is wild, Jim. This is a real unique
Neck and neck.
They ain't trying to slam Koloff. I think Koloff used the top rope to break that fall somewhat. The next man that touched a corner will win this match. Sting hammering away at Koloff. It looks like Sting has the advantage here. Koloff has his one leg, his right leg around the bottom rope. He's holding on to the middle rope. Right camera shot. If Sting touches that yellow turnbuckle, he will win this match. He'll be Koloff in his own type of match. But Koloff with a kick to the solar plexus, a rake of the eyes, and a Russian sickle.
Koloff using his smarts. Gotta give him that. This is easily the match of the night, in my opinion.
He is in control at this point in time. Sting,
Oh,
he was on the inside. Koloff's gonna win the match. It's like a bang play at home, and Koloff is safe.
You're exactly right, Jim.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the match, the Russian Nightmare.
Nikita Koloff.
But the fight has not ended here.
Bit of an upset, but the fight goes on.
He is so full of venom and aggression. Hammers away at Koloff. Koloff won the match by an eyelash. But the Stinger has no clue. Sting hammering away at Koloff. Atomic drop. Oh, look.
Nasty, nasty.
What can you say about that? Not a thing. Stinger has lost the match, but he is winning the war at this juncture at the Great American Bash.
Like you correctly said earlier on, this war is not over by any stretch of the imagination. It was a very dramatic match.
Revenge is sweet.
Nikita Koloff wins it, but the battle continues.
I'm anxious to see the replay and see just exactly how close it was, because Sting was trying to hurdle himself over Koloff in the final corner. And there is the official signed by Randy Anderson.
Now here it is, Jim. Nikita Koloff said 4, and here we go. Sting is almost there, and it's Nikita.
It was a good call. It was. It was a good call by Randy Anderson. He beat Sting by about a half a count. Well, these thousands that are here came to see a new heavyweight champion of the world be crowned here tonight at the Great American Bash. Your Tony are turning down the cage for the first of 2 cage matches. What are your thoughts going into this one? You know, I really believe we're about to see a the number 2 contender in the world, Barry Windham.
On July 14th, at the Great American Bash in Baltimore, there will be a new World Championship champion crown. And on this historic occasion, Lex Luger and Barry Windham have emerged to battle each other in what could be one of the greatest wrestling matches of all time. Lex Luger, with his grand championship,
No, I don't think it was ever going to be that.
is now vying more than ever to take the heavyweight belt.
Luger.
Barry Windham, who has always had incredible raw talent and some of the most brutal wrestling moves in all of the WCW, is an extremely dangerous and worthy opponent to the total average. The shockwave from this mother of all wrestling wars will be felt around the world as Lex Luger meets Barry Windham at the Great American Bash in Baltimore.
And as they put down the cage, we are just a few moments away, and obviously they're just taking a look at the pyro attached to this big steel cage that will surround the ring. Way for this match to be contested because, there's been a lot of controversy, as we mentioned. We've covered that already, but it's great to see, Tony, this match in a cage because I really believe it's going to prevent any outside interference. For once, I think we're going to see may the best man win.
Well, hopefully we'll see that, Jim. And, Lex Luger, the total package, we can trace back Lex Luger's chase after the world title all the way back here to Baltimore. And it was back in 1988 when he came so close to being the world heavyweight champion. Many people feel that it is his legacy to become the world heavyweight champion. Of course, that was the theme. But also, as we talked about, Barry Windham, a great second-generation wrestler. He knows all about it. He knows what it takes to be the world heavyweight champion, and it should be a tremendous match.
Well, quite obviously, Barry Windham has been a member of many groups. He was a member when the Four Horsemen were around, and they're no longer in existence. But Windham always filled his role in that organization. He always, instead of back, like Windham was almost a third-place hitter. He wasn't depended on to back cleanup. And I know many of the fans have said, and many of the journalists that have watched wrestling over the years have talked about the fact that Windham, as far as raw talent is concerned, is one of the most talented athletes in WCW.
I take you back here once again, the same arena, the Baltimore Arena. It was 1987. It was the Jim Crockett Senior Memorial Cup Tag Team Tournament that we had at that time. And there was a feature event in which Barry Windham had a chance to be the World Heavyweight Champion. That was his last shot at the World Heavyweight title. It's been a long dry spell for Barry Windham, and I think maybe he's up to the task here tonight.
You look at both these athletes, of course, Lex Luger played 7 years of professional football. He's 6'7", around 290 pounds. He was a great athlete, three-sport all-stater in high school. Turned down an appointment at the Naval Academy, was recruited and recruited heavily by Joe Paterno of Penn State. He decided to go to Miami, Florida, played briefly there, and left school. North of the border, played all leagues. First year, played the Grey Cup. He was a starter at 19 years of age. So he's no stranger to success, but he's come so close so many times. Will, in your opinion, this be the night?
I don't know. And here's one of the keys. You talked about throughout his youth how he was a successful athlete in other sports. If you parallel the careers, while Lex Luger was playing football, while he was becoming a great athlete, Barry Windham was wrestling. So Barry Windham has a better background in the sport. Of course, his legendary father, Blackjack Mulligan, was a tremendous wrestler. So Barry Windham career parallels in the fact that he has had more ring time than Lex Luger. I really think, Jim, I've said it many times, that Barry Windham may become the next world champion here tonight.
Well, the thing about it is we continue to look at the parallels between these two individuals. Both have been the United States heavyweight champion. And as we mentioned at the very beginning of our broadcast, it was a couple of years ago, maybe 3 years ago now. I'm getting older, so I'm starting to miss some of these years, The fans could identify with that. But these two guys were tag team partners, and not just tag team partners. They were the world tag team champions. It was in Jacksonville, Florida, when they were were defending the championship, that Barry Windham left Lex Luger, if my memory serves me correctly, and then Luger lost the fall and lost the World Tag Team Championship. Now, no disrespect meant for Lex Luger, but what I'm saying is that these guys know each other very, very well. They travel together a great deal. They train together, and I think that is going to surprise the other. Perhaps this match will shape up to be Luger's power versus the technique of Barry Windham. The first
Luger's been so focused. We said at the top of the broadcast, we've said a lot. He's been focused. His time is now, the Baltimore Arena, and I can't wait.
The time is now to go up to Gary Michael Capetta.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following
Do, do,
is
do, 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 do.
It is for the WCW World Heavyweight Championship between the top
Do,
two
do, 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 do.
Introducing first, the number 2 contender.
So, today I thought we would go looking for
At 78 pounds, Barry
Wyndham.
He may be number 2 in your program, but he's number 1 in the hearts of many fans that are here in the Baltimore Arena. WCW World Heavyweight Championship belt. Wyndham inspecting the cage. I'm sure many more cage matches than has the total package Lex Luger.
That's a great point. He really has. And it wasn't long ago when we thought the cage would help Lex Luger become the next world champion, and that really didn't happen. That was last year at Capital Combat.
And ladies and gentlemen, his opponent from Chicago, Illinois, 292 pounds. He currently holds the United States Heavyweight Championship, the total package.
Lex Luger. Do, 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 do. Bum, 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 bum.
Is the number 1 contender. He's been very active in defending the U.S. title, and he has not had too many opportunities in the last year or so, Tony, to wrestle for the World's Heavyweight Championship.
And if they can use a term that other sports use, he really has his game face on today, doesn't he?
He certainly does. You know, I tried to get in and have a word with him in his locker at 5 o'clock this afternoon, and I was turned away. You couldn't do it. Nobody was. First guy here. Whatever a good would be. Right down the shot here. Very innovative. From our great production staff and World Championship Boston.
Tremendous event. Barry Windham. Many fans feel he become the next world heavyweight champion.
Senior referee Nick Patrick is the official sign this contest. Barry Windham has no belt. He doesn't want the U.S. belt. He wants the World's Heavyweight Championship.
Luger seems very cool. Look at him. Look at that concentration.
He has instructed the security guard not to allow anyone to enter his dressing room. Literally can't blame the guy. That man certainly optimistic that the total package will achieve his, fulfill his destiny, I should say, or perhaps his legacy. Both men, Luger 6'5", Windham about 6'6". Windham will be quicker, have more agility, I think, but of course Luger will have more power. Good shoulder block. Now the man really going down. I don't think that's Barry testing him out there a little bit, Tony. I don't think that Barry wants to get into a power match with Luger. No one in the sport does, actually. Barry trying to go for a front face lock. And good block there.
There's a different look about Barry Windham. I don't know what it is. I've always noticed that in a match against Luger, be it for the U.S. title or even a tag team match, he would always have that sly smile on his face. He's all business now. It's a once-in-a-lifetime chance for him.
They're back in the ropes. Luger shoots Wyndham off. This time Wyndham with the advantage. Luger drops down very quickly. And a good high hip block takeover. Wyndham taking off his feet. When I mentioned earlier that I thought that Wyndham was agility, I'm certainly not sliding Lex Luger's coordination, Tony. After so many years of playing professional football, the agility drills, he's a great athlete, very coordinated, but he's also an all-state basketball player, and that's something that a lot of fans are not aware of. He was a three-sport all-stater in high school. Side headlock, the big power move of Lex Luger. And this time the former footballer with good shoulder block. And a drop kick. Great move by Barry Wyndham. Luger coming off the ropes.
Barry was quick to get back to his feet after the drop kick to meet Luger head on. It's a case where both men are so cautious, they don't want to be the first man to make a mistake.
Inside the cage. Look just over the cage. The cameraman inside there. Inside cradle. But Barry got out. Wyndham got out at 1. One of these two men represent the immediate future of World Championship Wrestling, because one of these two men will leave this arena tonight with the WCW Heavyweight Championship belt around their waist. Scoop slam. Luger so going to the rope. Here comes the elbow.
Nature boy indeed.
Barry's looking awfully good here, Jim. He is looking very crisp. He is really, and I say it so much, I guess I shouldn't, but he's really focused. He is really prepared. And he is looking Lex Luger right in the eye.
Luger has maintained a very methodical pace thus far. Both men very cautious here in the early going. Wyndham with the right hands, but Luger retaliates. Luger with those short rights. Reversal of the Irish whip. Nice elevation by Barry Wyndham. And Luger again, down on one knee. You know, Luger's a very intelligent guy. Graduated from college with almost a 4.0 grade average. So he's a very studious individual. Great camera shot. Fans from all over America and Canada. Here in the arena. Got an elbow tie up, and this time Wyndham with the advantage, but Luger quickly counters into a head scissor. Wyndham trying to free himself here. Luger's leg is so strong. Right down there, and then popped him right in the face. Wyndham trying to suplex and was blocked. There's the power difference in the match.
But it was not only power that time, it was great execution by Luger, putting the leg between the legs of Barry Wyndham and preventing the suplex the other way. Great counter wrestling.
We have two cameras set up in the locker rooms of both athletes. We hope to have, see how much time we have. Wyndham going for a figure 4, it looked like.
A little bit of mind game going on right here. You may have seen that time that Barry pointed right at Lex Luger, and Luger shook him off.
Well, one time these guys got a phenomenal tag team, as we mentioned, or one of the best ever. You know, we got to remember that Luger had a 7-year career in professional football before he started wrestling. So Luger's career in wrestling has not been that extensive. I think he's about a 5-year man, I believe, right now. And maybe a year off there. I believe about a 5-year man. Then on the other hand, started wrestling in high school. Professionally. Not on the high school team. Good atomic drop there by Luger. Jamming the spine of Barry Wyndham. this time Wyndham has the advantage with the side headlock. Wyndham with the momentum puts Luger down. Football tackle. And this time Luger has the sleeper on Wyndham and move in the
Good move by Luger, and it really surprised Wyndham if nothing else. Surprised all of us. Take a look at that tremendous crowd, but meanwhile, Barry Wyndham is in trouble.
Wyndham needs to really maintain that.
Bit of a slog. The end of the pay-per-view.
And then Barry Wyndham counters with a sleeper of his own.
This match is fine, but nothing compared to if it was Flair in there.
And Luger manipulated Wyndham into the turnbuckle.
That was a great maneuver. The only thing you have to do is fall straight ahead. Hopefully, your Luger Barry Wyndham will hit. Look at that DDT. Some new moves from Luger tonight.
Luger with a DDT. He's got the leg hook. It could be all. It's a half a count from a new world champion. And now Luger apparently trying to take advantage here. He's up on top. And Wyndham slams the total package right off the top turnbuckle. And he drops a knee to the face. This time Wyndham going for a lateral press and a 2 count.
You pointed out both wrestlers cautious, Jim, at the start. Neither man wanted to make a mistake. I think the first mistake has been Luger trying to go up top. And now Wyndham may return the favor here. Oh, my goodness.
Kicked him in the face, and down goes Luger. Wyndham up on top, the big elbow. Nobody there. Wyndham went for an elbow off the top rope. Remember, he stands 6'6". But when he got to the canvas, that's all he found. Luger was gone. Backdrop. An elevation by Luger. And a clothesline. The big man now opening up on the number 2 contender in the world, Barry Wyndham. And this could be all. 3 clotheslines. Leg is hooked. And Wyndham got the shoulder up with about 2 inches. Irish whip again. This time an elbow. Caught Wyndham in the right of the chest. Luger going for the pin.
Right now, I'm sorry, Jim. Right now, Luger needs to regain his composure. That pin that time showed that he was getting a little bit rattled. He wants it so badly, he's going to try everything. And sometimes when you try it, you get in trouble.
Well, they just executed a power slam. And we know his patented maneuver is the human torture rack. And there's
I do love the human torture rack as a move and the name of it. Oh, nice counter by Wayne.
What a tremendous match we are having for the WCW World Title. Both men are down. Both men very cautious, but now they're really kicking it in, but both are very tired.
referee will execute his count with both men down. They're up to 7 and both men back up. They have a 10 count, by the way. Straight right hand by Luger. Wyndham almost out of it, it would seem. And now Luger setting Wyndham up on the top turnbuckle. That's where Wyndham puts his people for the superplex.
And it's going to be Luger this time, if he can execute it.
Wyndham held up in the cage. Luger fell straight back on his back. And now Wyndham steps up one more notch.
Great agility. That looks so good.
Jim, this is a great athletic
Big
contest.
Barry
One of
Wyndham.
the greatest athletes in the world.
The elevation from Wyndham. He's poised and ready for the lariat. Luger now is in deep trouble. This match one fall for the WCW World Heavyweight Championship. This time the championship is vacant. And now, when the most these guys are giving us all they have. Here's the Great American Bash. Again, going for it all. They want a single, they want home runs. He got a kick right to the face. What a move by Wyndham. Can Luger get out 1, 2, oh! How close? What?
Judge his distance right there. Barely got a foot up.
And coming down the rampway that's Harley Race on the right, Mr. Hughes on the left.
Harley Race,
What's this all about? I have no
the
idea.
missing ingredient.
Harley Race, a multiple-time world champion. And Mr. Hughes is the bodyguard of the York Foundation.
Nice to see Mr. Hughes as well. Look at this. This at least adds a bit to the end of the match. Luger's heel turn is well handled at least. Attitude adjustment pile driver. New champ. Lex Luger.
Hughes and Race. What type of association is this situation? I don't know, but Mr. Hughes.
The fans won't be cheering him for long.
We got a new world champion, a new chapter written in World Championship Wrestling, and what not to realize this is coming this way.
With Race and Mr. Hughes there, I don't know if this is what kind of situation this is, but look, there you look at the new heavyweight champion of the world.
All right, Jeff. He said, now's the time. Luger looks him right in the eye. Oh, when did Lex Luger? Harley Race says, yes. Put him down with a pile driver. Instructions from Harley Race, and he did. You talk about great execution. They walk out together along with Mr. Hughes, and we have, like we said, a new chapter written with a pile driver. Lex Luger is the WCW World Heavyweight Champion.
Very, a great victory for Luger. We have to take our hat off to Barry Windham. That was a tremendous effort by Barry Windham.
It was.
But I'm confused about the involvement of Harley Race and Mr. Hughes. Now, does this mean that Mr. Hughes is no longer associated with the organization? I've not been informed of anything along those lines. I know that this weekend on our television broadcast, we'll update the fans on that if we can. But Tony, right now, we got another cage match. A mixed gender match. Let's go to Gary Capetta.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is a special mixed tag team cage match.
Bizarrest main event ever. Psycho Luffy.
His tag team partner from Minnesota, weighing 248 pounds, the enforcer of Anderson.
As I know, we don't have a great deal of time left here on the broadcast, but we will assure you that we will update all of you to the relationship that involves Harley Race and Mr. Hughes. World Heavyweight Champion Lex Luger this weekend on our television program.
On our television programs, we understand we will have cameras in the dressing room area, and we bring you exactly what has transpired. It is really mind-boggling. One thing we do know, we have a new world champion.
And ladies and gentlemen, their opponents. Introducing first, currently making her home in Beverly Hills, California, the First Lady of WCW, Missy
Missy, 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 Missy. Talk about Beauty and the Beast.
Thanks to the hardliners, Rick Steiner's brother Scott is not here. He may be out of action 4 or 5 more months. Speaking of the hardliners, they're on their way down the ramp. There's Murdoch and Slater, Tony.
What's going on here now?
Let's keep them out of the cage. That's for sure. And they got Missy Hyatt.
Unhand her, you fiends.
They got Missy Hyatt. The fans
Damn, the fan getting involved.
they're dealing with the wrong 2 guys right there to deal with. So it's going to be Rick Steiner by himself in the cage. Missy was, I guess, receiving the adulation of the fans a little too long out there. So now it's Whitney, Paulie, Dangerously, and Arn Anderson, the enforcer.
Well, I'm going to say, and you can see that he's smiling because basically it's 2-on-1, but I'm not so sure if Paulie Dangerously is even going to come into effect here. Paulie will just sit in that corner. It's basically down to Arn Anderson, Rick Steiner here.
If Paulie's smart, he will sit in the corner.
Yeah, it's hardly like Rick Steiner's going to be shitting himself because Missy Hyatt is no longer his partner.
Anderson now, the early advantage, he's trying to take over on Rick Steiner. Paulie at one time, successful manager. And basically, if he's smart, that's what he'll be in this one, not a participant. Well, the hardliners are...
We want Flair. That's what they've been saying all night.
Where did they take Missy?
That's a good question.
Power slam.
It is kind of strange because you would have thought they would have gone with the natural comedic ending with Missy pinning Paulie, but I guess they just want to put Steiner over strong.
Paulie up on top. Well, he nailed him, Jim. Got him from behind. He may have broken his hand. That's the most athletic thing I've ever seen Paulie do. He's got his cowboy boots on. And now he's giving one of them to Arn Anderson.
Most forgettable Bash pay-per-view. Well, main event ever.
He's out of it. Uh-oh.
He's by himself now, Jim.
The person that does Paul's laundry may be the only one that knows just how scared he really is right now. Rick Steiner with a handful of the fastly receding hairline from Paulie. He's got him up. He slams him.
This is Steiner lines out.
Paulie was Steiner line. And Rick Steiner pins Paulie dangerously.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winners of the match, the team of Steiner and Rick Steiner.
What a man is Rick Steiner. I'm sure Scott's at home right now watching this one. Scott, your big brother did pretty tough work here.
Oh, it was. It was really above and beyond the call of duty, so to speak.
I'm not, as we take another look at our great crowd here in the Baltimore Arena. I'm glad we don't have any more matches here, Tony, because I'm not so sure they're going to be able to scrape Paulie up out of the canvas. Well, a new World Heavyweight Champion, Lex Luger, is the man. But what relationship does Luger have with Harley Race, multi-time champion, and Mr. Hughes?
That's a question that we will attempt to answer on all our programs this coming weekend. But one thing we do know, World Championship Wrestling on this night has made a statement as we go further to the 90s with a new world champion, Lex Luger. It's going to be a tremendous summer for Great American Bash on Tour.
Fans will see you at Halloween Havoc in October. For Tony Schiavone and Eric Bischoff, Yuri Michael Capetta, I'm Jim Ross saying so long, everybody.
So long, everybody. Okay, more classic wrestling live stream soon, and another one planned for tomorrow. See you soon, guys.